one more question, I would say maybe what's your conversations with other parents? So you speaking to other parents.
As a parent or as a board member?
As a parent.
Okay,
Or
sure.
board, whatever you think.
As a board member, or I'll give you this question too, because it might blend, but I was gonna ask you on the board about parent engagement strategies, because parents are often either, like, seen to be something
Yeah,
to be
maybe answer
avoided
from
or
there.
a nuisance, or,
Sure.
right, and well, how do you kind of
So,
work with parents?
The joke in our club is no one wants to look me in the eye because I will sign them up for something. But that's just sort of a perspective. I mean, from my perspective, it brings so many positive things to a girl in terms of just confidence, in terms of, not only the physical attributes, but, the teamship, the whole sense of community, and they also give back to the community. So, I mean, from our perspective, there are so many positive things. The injury side is always a concern because there's a lot of concussions in this sport, but we are also working towards improving the education on that and how to best support our swimmers when they return. From a parent perspective, I mean, we have a wonderful group of parents, both parents, and we will find them roles to participate when there's an opportunity to meet here. We can have both parents engage and volunteer in this sport to help get a meet running and be able to complete the meet, because there's so many positions that a person can do and needed to fulfill a meet. So, from a parent perspective with board members, we haven't had the struggles that some sports have. We've been always able to fulfill our volunteer commitments, and we work hard to try and ensure that the parents can commit. We have a pretty strong volunteer commitment with our club, and we just try to find something that will fit their skill set and try and help make sure that they feel that they're part of it. So. When you get to a board member level, that's always a bit challenging to try and get people to engage, because it is a second full-time job almost, and it can be, but it's a learning process, and it doesn't have to be scary, and you can help break it down. So we've been fortunate.
I just have one more. So
Yeah.
I didn't know you were a board member, and this is.
Yeah.
good
She's the
stuff.
president.
Yeah, well, I mean, sorry, that's the president, but we don't have any kind of, right? Like,
We
that's
don't,
a good,
yeah.
a good addition to this. So what about, it sounds like you have a very good culture in your club. So can you speak to what it is that creates that, or what, you may be taking that for granted, but I think that probably underpins why you don't have as many issues as another club. So can you kind of think about what would make the difference?
Sure.
To your club?
Well, and I mean, I have another child in a different sport, so I see sort of the differences between the two, and I would say that with synchro, there's a sense of community that may be different in others, because girls are in teams, and it is very much a team environment, and that they are traveling together as a team, where with other sports, it may be more individualized, and the parents have more of an individual role, that they're not together, traveling together. So there's a sense of bond and community that I see in this sport that I don't in others, which I think is quite unique. And
what would you say to someone in your shoes who is really having a hard time getting people to come out and get involved in that board experience? What would be your experiential advice to them?
Well, I think part of it's just try to be as transparent as possible. Try to build in what is the focus of the club, the board, like where are you trying to move it to, and just having that conversation with them. I mean, I don't hesitate to talk to parents, the new parents. Like, I think the new parents see it as quite overwhelming because there's so much, and you don't, when you're traveling to a meet, or what does it mean to have extra figures, or what does it mean that, I'm volunteering. So we try to talk to them and break it down and make sure that they don't see it as such a scary thing, that it is possible, and you don't have to quit your day job to do it, right? You can build it all in. And really, we're such a family because we all support. We have carpool coordinators and parents that are willing to take other kids. And so that sense of community is built from that. Our coaches are also very strong at talking and holding team meetings and communicating with the parents, which I think is also helpful.
So build a family.
It's kind of a family, it really is, yeah. And even within clubs within Alberta, and we know parents, because you see the same parents at meets, and so you develop a relationship with them, and and we share ideas, and even board members were sharing ideas between boards, which I think is good, because it's all about building the sport. It's not so much about you know, the protection of one club over the other, because swimmers move to different clubs, they have different needs at different times in their lives, so you can't be all things to all people, but you want to offer them as much of a choice as possible. So,
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you, Allison.
Thank you.
Awesome.
thank you.